Hello friends, and welcome back to my homestead. Today we're in the kitchen because I'm going to be making a tincture, thyme tincture. And I'm not talking about the thyme, the father thyme. I'm talking about these beautiful herbs, the English thyme. So I like to make it now because it's going to be perfect in a few weeks when the real cold and flu season comes upon us. And who knows what other wave they're talking about might hit us. So I would like to be prepared. That means I need to make my homemade medicines. Now, a little disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I don't diagnose, treat, recommend anything. I am simply sharing what I do on my homestead and how I like to treat my family naturally. So this is a beautiful time. Isn't this gorgeous? So I'm going to be making a tincture. It's super simple. I love to work with the fresh plant material. Okay, fresh, simply because it still has a lot of water containing in it, and then it takes all the meth out of it when it comes to making a tincture. There is no need to reconstitute with any water. I'm just going to be using simply a food grade vodka, 100% vodka, which means it contains 50% water and 50% alcohol, and my fresh plant material. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm just going to be chopping them or cutting them into smaller chunks. Okay, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to just cut them into little chunks. Why? Because then more areas of surface area of the plant is exposed and more medicinal properties can be extracted. I think I grabbed too much. Let me make a smaller bunch. Now, what is thyme good for? All right, so let's talk about that. Well, as I mentioned to you, the cold season, flu season, or whatever else season, I don't like to mention it, not to spread fear, but you know what I'm talking about, the 6 feet apart business. So it is a natural antibacterial and antifungal. Okay, thyme is wonderful to fight bronchitis, sore throat, that sort of upper respiratory infections. Okay, so that is a wonderful property for that. Also, it treats gastritis, flatulence, and GI issues. So that is also used. I use it simply in my cold remedy packet. See, I have this, I call it a cold and flu tea. And I combine many different herbs in it, and thyme is in it. I mean, we know thyme as a wonderful culinary herb, right? We cook with it. It's delicious on our turkey, chicken, but also it's good as a medicine. So this is going to be my homemade medicine. If you guys ever had to go and purchase commercially prepared tinctures, you know how expensive they are. And once you find out how simple it is to make it yourself, you will be amazed. I do recommend that you use organic herbs. Okay, so I got myself a pile of cut up herbs. Then I'm gonna take a clean jar. I'm gonna put everything inside without making a mess. Simple, nothing to it. Okay, so I'm gonna put all my herbs inside. And I'm going to cover everything with 100% vodka. It is important, though, that it completely covers all the way to the top. So there is no oxidation going on. So let me go get more vodka. I'm running low. I got more vodka. So let me just cover everything to the top. Because it is important that there is no oxygen left in the jar. Okay, so there's no oxidation going on. I like to use a plastic cover or something like that because I don't like to use metal. It can be oxidation going on. And I'm just gonna shake everything, make sure everything is covered nice. Yeah, everything is nicely covered. Okay. And always remember to put a label. Always put a label on it, because it is in human nature to forget what it is. So I'm going to say what it is, when I made it. And guess what? At this point, I'm going to be putting this tincture in a cool, dark place for the next 6 to 8 weeks. And every day or so, I'm going to do this. Just shake it a couple of times. And that allows to move things around, make sure that everything is in vodka. Okay. Again, I like to use with fresh plant material, because then I don't have to do any kind of silly math. Add this much water to this much alcohol. Nope. 100% vodka, which is 50% water and alcohol already, and my beautiful organic material. After 8 weeks, I'm going to strain it. So I don't have any time to strain it right now, but I'll show you how I'm going to strain my other herbs and what I'm going to do with it. So about after 8 weeks of sitting and shaking every day or every other day, the tincture is ready. So this is a echinacea I made a while back. So now it's time to strain it. So what I have is a sieve with a cotton cloth, just to help me to catch any kind of particles. And I'm going to strain everything. Smells good. I know it's a tincture, but it actually smells good. Okay. So also, I'm wearing gloves because it's a good idea to squeeze all of that as well. So I'm going to squeeze all of these leftover greens as well, because I want to make sure that all of the good medicine is squeezed out of it. See what I mean? Everything comes out of it. All right, so let me show you how I'm going to store it. I'm going to store it in a dark small glass like this with a dropper, because it's going to help to measure out how much I need to give it to my family. Okay, again guys, just to tell you that please do your own research. This is supposed to be an educational and video, so do it for yourself, do your own research. But I would like just to encourage you to look into natural medicine, God-given medicine to us, because the fruit will be their food and the leaves will be their medicine. So hey, the leaves are our medicine. So please, friends, be encouraged and try something new.